We're back with more on WHHI News, and joining me now is Town Councilor Alex Brown, who's going to tell us about the Gullah Geechee Historical Neighborhood Corporation. You had your first meeting, you said.
We did have our first meeting this Wednesday. Town Council has appointed the initial 5 board members, to include yours truly. Councilman Ames is also a part, a gentleman by the name of Terry Brubaker, Pastor Lewis Johnson from Central Oak Grove Missionary Baptist Church, and Miss Shirley Peterson, who was formerly the chair of the Historic Mitchellville Board. First meeting, ratified the bylaws, okay.
Very good.
Elected officials, Ms. Peterson is the vice chair, Mr. Johnson is Ms. Peterson is the chair, Mr. Johnson is the vice chair.
And what is the purpose? I know you're a 501c3 or a nonprofit. You've gotten some funding, et cetera, from various entities. What is your purpose?
Sure. The purpose is to really take a look at the Gullah Geechee historic neighborhoods here on Hilton. There are 13 of them, by the way, and focus on neighborhood stabilization. Okay.
Which means what?
Well, we've all seen the historic neighborhoods transform in one way or another on Hilton Head. Okay. We talk about overdevelopment. We talk about land loss through tax sales and predator developers and that sort of thing. Okay. So really, in my mind, we're looking to strike this stabilization in those neighborhoods. Okay, through a sense of balance, right?
Preserve the history? I mean...
The history, the culture, all of the above when it comes to that. We did a study, back in the 90s, and Gullah folks were in ownership of about 3,500 acres then, okay? And now it's less than 1,000.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so now the question becomes, well, what do we do with what we have left?
Yes.
To make sure that we maintain that presence, that generational wealth, and we coexist instead of just gentrification kind of taking over, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's so important.
Yeah.
And I would think having this entity established will help you be more effective, or all of us be more effective in preserving that neighborhood history, yeah?
Sure. Well, there'd be some focus on, economic empowerment, okay? Land is an asset, right?
You bet it is.
Okay.
Yeah, especially
but
here.
How do you hold on to it generationally to
Yes.
make sure that you have the sustainability? Okay, that'll be a focus. Education is important as well, right? A lot of folks, in some cases, they move here and don't even know that they're moving into a historic neighborhood, right?
And you told me there are 13 historic neighborhoods,
Sure.
Gullah Geechee. I'm thinking, okay, Allie, how many can you name?
There you go.
I'm not going to tell you because it isn't very many, but we all need to learn.
Yeah, so the education on both sides, right? Making sure that there's awareness that is here, that the presence is here, but also an awareness to those that own property, that, and the Gullah way of life has just been passed on generationally. In some cases, you see just acres and acres of land, of green space, that nothing's happening, okay? So the question becomes, are we going to keep it that way? And if it is going to get developed, make sure it's developed in a way that we all feel proud of it, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Good. It makes sense to me. I like to see open space myself.
Sure.
All right, so first meeting is done.
Yeah.
What do you do next?
Next steps, we're going to hire an executive director because somebody's got to run the place, right? We've been fortunate enough to have over 90 applicants.
Wow.
Okay, yeah, so we've got to thumb through that and make some decisions there. And from there, a strategic plan will be produced, and then we'll be off to the races with implementing.
And you're going to keep us updated, I hope, will
Absolutely.
you? Okay.
I'll be back. The meetings are public.
Good.
We're adopting a public meeting schedule, so stay tuned. You can go into the website and figure out when we're meeting. Come in. There's always a chance for appearance by citizens in the agenda, so we want to be very very open with this process.
And you know what? This is long overdue, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And we appreciate you coming in to let us know about it, as always. That'll do it for this edition of WHHI News. I'm Allie McNair. Thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time.